I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop.
Sharpened the pilot screw and dressed up the inner edges of the radial cutting edges. Still not working well. Showing the classic signs of plugging because the thread is not timed out. I want to have that last thread lead right into that cutting edge. So that this sharp corner leads right into that. I have a feeling I have a problem here because somebody sharpened the wrong part. That's 1 1/8. And across the cutting edges, it is 15 thousandths smaller, 7 thousandths on the side. So somebody at some time has taken and sharpened the outside edges of those radial cutting edges. And that is the problem that I'm having. When it gets to that point, when that starts going into the hole, it pops it out. I got a couple of choices. I could try and bend these out, but that's pretty risky. Or I can reduce the size of this area back here so that it's lower than this. This is a reamer. This is designed to take this hole and make it bigger. So by making this hole slightly smaller, as long as this part of the reamer can get into it and get started cutting, I think I'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the diameter of this area back here. I'm just going to take a flat file and cut that down. I have taken a drill bit like this and moved these edges out so that it cut a larger hole. But 1 out of 4 broke. So I only use that on something that's totally beyond any other way of saving it. And again, by using a file, I'm going to make my mistakes slowly. Okay, I have the pilot screw poking through the back. Reamer part is actually cutting pretty well. Kind of rough. When I went on the field trip to Hoekstra's hardware store for their going out of business sale, I found something that you don't find in hardware stores very often anymore. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen one anywhere else. A brand new, sitting on the shelf, with a price tag on it, barrel bung. The idea is, you take this auger bit, you drill a hole in the end of the barrel, and then you take this, slip the taper into the hole, set the barrel back on its side, and you can tap it and get out whatever's inside. Cider, beer, wine, whatever it is. This is a barrel bung, and this is a drill to drill the barrels to accept this. Now typically this would be done by the barrel maker, and he would put a cork into the hole so that the person who got the barrel didn't have to drill the hole, because chances are you're going to be someplace where you don't have a lot of tools. So the maker of the barrel would do this, and you would take this piece and drive the wooden plug on into the barrel. And no, it wouldn't plug up the drain because it would float to the top and stay out of the way. Unlike that wine bottle that every time you pop the cork down inside, as you tip the bottle forward, the cork goes down and seals the neck. Not going to happen with this. But that's how I sharpened this auger bit and made this reamer work again. I think the reamer itself needs to be sharpened a bit, but the auger itself, the auger is cutting well. Still not perfect, and I think I could dress those edges just a little bit more with a stone and maybe make them a little bit smoother, because I'm having to push awfully hard to get this to stay going. Now admittedly that might be partly because of the pine. Pine doesn't accept screws real well, and the wood has to be strong enough to take that screw and allow the screw to pull the auger in. And I shouldn't have to push on the handle at all. But I get down a little bit past this point and it starts dragging again. Yep, I have to reduce this diameter some more. When that larger diameter gets into the wood, starts popping out again. Success. I'm going to put this back on the shelf. I don't have a need for this. I don't ever anticipate having a need for this. But it's kind of cool that I had this one hanging on the rack for 2 or 3 years and never really got it down and did anything with it until I got this. Bringing this home was the impetus for fixing this. Made this thing worth twice as much. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments below. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.